Now, we may be here for Formula One pre-season testing in Barcelona, getting very excited about the new season, but there is, of course, a far more important global story that is dominating the headlines at the moment, and that relates to Russia and Ukraine. Now, when we woke up here in Barcelona this morning, we found the news that Russia had commenced its invasion of Ukraine after many, many months of tensions growing between the two countries. And, of course, has a knock-on impact on all sports and Formula One, of course. Now, the Russian Grand Prix is scheduled to take place in September, September the 25th at the Sochi Autodrome. It's been there since 2014. President Vladimir Putin, he was a guest at some of the early races in Sochi, handing out the trophies on the podium. And the Russian Grand Prix, as with all major sporting events in Russia now, is in question. It's something that we have to talk about, obviously. Now, early in the day, Formula One said that it was monitoring the situation closely, as to be expected. The race, of course, is about 7 months away from now. But then in the driver's press conference, it was put to Sebastian Vettel, who's a GPDA director, and obviously has been one of the most forefront figures in the F1 paddock when it comes to important social issues. Now, Sebastian Vettel said that he couldn't speak on behalf of the GPDA, as they've not met, but in his personal opinion, he said, "I would not race in Russia." And that really, I think, sent a strong message out. And Max Verstappen, he said that it's wrong to race in a country that's at war. Fernando Alonso, he said that he hoped Formula One would do the right thing. This evening as well, Alonso, he posted calling for a ceasefire in the conflict on his social media accounts. And that was a very big story. And the team bosses were also asked about it, and they said it would be something that obviously would be discussed, but it's a very fragile situation, naturally. And other big sporting events, they are already moving away from hosting their major tournaments and major finals even in Russia. The UEFA tomorrow morning, they're expected to announce that the Champions League final, which is meant to take place in St. Petersburg at the end of May, that's expected to move location. A number of international football teams as well, who are due to play World Cup qualifiers in Russia in the coming months as well, they said that they would not be willing to travel to Russia to play those games. And then probably the biggest news this evening was relating to Haas, which is a team that has a Russian title sponsor, Uralkali, and a Russian driver in Nikita Mazepin. Gunther Steiner, he was due to appear in the team principal's press conference earlier today, but he was pulled out at the last minute, so it left only 4 figures in there instead of 5. And then Mazepin's press call was also cancelled later in the day. Haas announced this evening, just as we were about to leave the Circuit de Catalunya, that the team would not be running with any Uralkali sponsorship on its car tomorrow. The team runs with red, white and blue colours that resemble the Russian flag. Uralkali has been the title sponsor of the team for the past 2 seasons, and the team is known as Uralkali Haas F1 team. Haas said it will be running in an all-white livery tomorrow. The driver lineup of Mazepin and Schumacher doing half a day each, that will remain unchanged. But the team said it would offer no further comment at this time. Interestingly, though, the team issued this statement using its old original logo of just Haas F1 team, no Uralkali, and in the paddock, Uralkali stickers are being removed from all of the team trucks and from its various vehicles and the trucks and everything it's got inside the paddock. Obviously, it's a developing story. It's something that we don't see really where it's going to end in terms of what final decisions are going to be taken by either Formula One or Haas. Uralkali, we know, are such a big backer of that Haas team with that title sponsorship. But this is a story that really does go beyond sports, and it goes beyond Formula One. I think it's something that we do really need to gain perspective of. We're all very excited, again, as I said in the intro, to be here for Formula One pre-season testing. But I think our thoughts are really with everybody in the Ukraine at the moment who are affected by this. And Formula One, I think in the coming days, is going to have a few big decisions to make. It's going to have a lot to discuss. We're not expecting any immediate information tonight about what Formula One will be doing with the Russian Grand Prix moving forward. But tomorrow, obviously on Autosport.com, we'll have all of the news and reaction when we do get to speak to team figures and find out some more information about F1's plans moving forward. But for the time being, the Russian Grand Prix, it's definitely a question being asked, and Uralkali will not be sponsoring the Haas team on the final day of pre-season testing in Barcelona.